Can I get you to say and spell your first and last name?
Rickey Bowman,
Can you spell that for me?
RICKEYBOWMAN,
Awesome. What's your title? Who are you with?
Franklin County Judge.
Excellent,
With
excellent.
Franklin
Nice to
County.
meet you today. I guess I'm going to start with the Franklin County Sheriff. They noticed some ICE agents out there. They were talking about building a facility. Where were you at, and how did you first hear about this?
Well, actually, I was in a board meeting in Clarksville when I got a text message about this morning, and actually found out what was going on. I wasn't contacted by the state in any manner. Again, it doesn't. I mean, that's not unusual, I guess, through the whole situation with the prison. They haven't been transparent, so somewhat surprised that they're talking to the federal government about using it to detain prisoners or detainees that the ICE picks up. And so I didn't know anything about it. I guess my question is why the federal government is even considering this property when they own property at Fort Chaffee, just a few miles down the road, that has been used in the past several years ago for the Cuban crisis and the Vietnamese refugees. And so they already have the infrastructure and everything there. So why are we doing it? Why are we looking at Franklin County? Why are we looking at this property?
They're even talking, they're talking about a temporary facility, which, as we know, are usually just tents and stuff like that. Just for the people that live around there and just for the citizens, how safe is that, and what kind of concerns would there be with you guys when it comes to those kind of things?
So that's information to me. If it's just a temporary, so I'm thinking that they're going to throw up Constantine wire and something temporary, like you said, maybe tents. There's still not any infrastructure out there. There's not any water to mount to anything. So that doesn't sound very safe to me. I mean, if you don't have a secure facility, a building, that these people are locked down in, and you just have a wire boundary or whatever, I'd be concerned as well.
As we know, the governor and the others haven't been transparent at all about this prison. And then comes this, the sheriff said that if they wouldn't have caught them out there, they wouldn't even have known that this was happening. You're good, man. Why do you think they're not being transparent, and what do you hope comes, I guess, what can we hope for in the future when it comes to transparency?
I can't really answer that question. I've spoke to the governor about this and asked her to be more transparent, and her team be more transparent with us. But I can't answer the question of why they haven't and why they're still not. I mean, and no, we wouldn't have known about this if the deputy hadn't seen the vehicles going in there. And what I understand, maybe that they had out-of-state tags, and the deputy had raised some questions, so the deputy just pulled in to see what was going on. And otherwise, we wouldn't even know about this.
Any steps you're going to take to maybe contact the governor or talk to anybody about this possibility happening, and maybe even try to stop it?
Well, yeah, I'm sure hopefully there'll be some conversation, or at least someone will reach out to us and tell us what they're proposing, or what's going on. Once again, I can't understand why they want to use this property, the state's property, when they own property just a few miles down the road. This is federal government. This is not the state of Arkansas. This would be federal government. So I don't understand why they would want to use that property when they have federal property just a few miles from there.
I'm running out of questions without repeating myself. Is there anything I'm not thinking of? Is there anything I'm not asking you here?
Not like I said, I don't have a lot of information. I really don't. So no, I don't think you would have anything else that you would need to ask me. I just don't have any other information. Been kept in the dark about this, just as everything else with the prison.
Well, hope to see more developments.